Hi everybody, Gavin from the Robot Drone League team here. We have some exciting stuff to share with you today about this year's game, Robot Drone League SCARECROW. Today, we're going to showcase the new game, take a glimpse at some of the mission props, and talk about some important new reworks to the structure of the game. But first, a sneak peek and word from one of our partners.
Hi, I'm Natalie Caldell, the founder and executive director of BioBuilder, and I am thrilled to be able to introduce this teaser video for the Robot Drone League 2023 challenge called SCARECROW. The team at Streamworks and BioBuilder have been hard at work getting this RDL challenge together, and it is just a thrill to see how RDL is growing, how the number of teams is increasing, and how BioBuilder and Streamworks can partner to bring this next generation of innovators into a technology-rich future.
RDL.
Thanks, Dr. Caldell, and thanks, BioBuilder. And a big thanks to our Streamworks animation team on a job well done. Before we dive into the full game animation, let's see what Dennis Courtney, CEO of Streamworks, accompanied by some fellow RDL competitors, have to say about RDL SCARECROW.
What's going on, Robot Drone League? My name's Dennis Courtney. I'm the CEO of Streamworks, and we are all about to see the 2023 RDL Challenge, SCARECROW. It's going to be an exciting game. The RDL design team, they've been putting in some long hours preparing for this challenge, and alongside the crew at BioBuilder. I want to give a shout out to Dr. Natalie Caldell for helping make this year's game over the top. Thank you so much, Natalie, for everything that you do, your expertise in the world of science, technology, engineering, and math. On behalf of our crew at Streamworks, we wish you the very best of luck at all the RDL regionals, and I hope to see you at the championship at ETSU. All right, crew, in 3, 2, 1.
RDL!
Thanks, Mr. C. I also think this year's game is going to be the most exciting game yet. The team at Streamworks has been hard at work for several months preparing the latest game, and we are excited to share with you this year's challenge. After the animation, be sure to stick around to see firsthand some of the props you will be using, and listen close to the new and important updates. I hope you're excited, because without further ado, Streamworks presents Robot Drone League SCARECROW.
Greetings, viewers! I am Professor Photon, and I, along with my STEM students, welcome you to this year's Robot Drone League Challenge, SCARECROW. The challenge. BioBuilder and Robot Drone League need your help. An infestation of fungi and insects have ravaged agricultural crops across the globe. Scientists believe the crisis is due to climate change, rising temperatures, global flooding, and antimicrobial resistance developed in what was once thought to be disease and insect-resistant food plants. The increase in diseases infesting croplands and agricultural food resources across the United States have especially affected our most prominent agricultural food product, corn. Governments, farmers, and scientists already face a significant problem of increasing food production by 70% to meet the needs of a population of 10 billion people by the year 2050. And on top of these diseases too, a solution must be found, and that is where you come in. For this game, alliances comprised of blue and red teams compete to complete as many tasks as possible within a 10-minute match. The goal? Score higher than the rival alliance by completing a wide variety of tasks. Once teams have been paired and stations set, the game can begin with the autonomous period, where alliance drones and robots must operate autonomously and complete tasks for the first 60 seconds of the match, including aerial mapping by flying around the perimeter of the fields. Once the autonomous period has ended, the teams can regain manual control of their drones and robots, though leaving them autonomous for longer can net alliances more points in the long run. Now, you may currently be wondering what other kinds of tasks we have in store for this game. Well, let's take a look-see, shall we? Alliances must gather and inspect infected corn and use the biobuilder accelerators on the field to engineer crop seeds resistant to fungi and various diseases. But don't think it'll be that easy. These crops are surrounded by a tall fence that must first be opened in order to reach the stalks of corn within. But that isn't the only thing that needs doing. The biobuilder accelerators are lacking the power needed to assist in developing these seeds. To restore power, teams must connect the accelerators to either the solar panels or to the power poles. Solar panels need to be readjusted and cleaned in order for them to generate power. If this proves to be too daunting a task, teams can opt for plugging the accelerator directly into the power pole. When supplied power and fed a corn fungus sample, the accelerator will deposit a genetically engineered seed, which must be analyzed at the lab station before delivering it to the fallow. Alliances can gain many points doing these tasks. This, however, isn't the only thing teams need to worry about. Broken pipes can lead to all sorts of problems in the household and in the fields. Here, Alliance robots must navigate said fields to approach the broken pipes, turn off the water flow by turning a valve, replace the damaged section of the pipe with a new section, and finally, turn the water back on. And that's not all! Water and reservoirs need to be tested, RFID beacons must be captured, STEM questions posted on the monitors must be solved, food scraps must be delivered to methane generators, and there are bugs all over the orchards that need to be contained! Yes, bugs! Bugs! Phew, quite the collection of challenges. Now, no two tasks are alike, both in terms of complexity and point payout. The alliances need to carefully decide which tasks to focus on. It could be the difference between victory and defeat. Points are tallied at the end of the match, and the alliance with the most points can proceed to the next, while the other is knocked out of the bracket. At the end of the tournament, the last alliance standing will be pronounced RDL Alliance Champions! Do you think you have what it takes to become RDL's next champions? Then come join us in this year's Robot Drone League Challenge, SCARECROW!
Just when you thought Robot Drone League couldn't get any more action-packed, as I'm sure you can see from the animation, this year's game is action-filled. More robots, more drones, more missions. Now, let's take a look at some of the mission props. Food scraps must be collected on the field and placed inside the methane generator. You might see things like this pepper. Robots will drop them off in the methane generator, or even hand them to the human player for the human to drop into the generator. On top of the water tower, you will see this. The water sample must be picked up by the drone and taken back to the lab, where you will do a real pH test and be scored on the accuracy of the test. In the orchard, you must retrieve a beetle. It might look something like this, or this, or it might even look like this. In the cornfield, you must harvest healthy corn, such as this, and even collect diseased corn like this. When the diseased corn is collected and brought to the human lab station, you must analyze it as such. Turn it upside down, take off the cap, and then you will carefully peel back each side, just like this. And then you will look on the corn for a color dot that corresponds to a fungus that commonly diseases corn. Proper identification is awarded with points. Another prop that you will see on the field will be this here. The seed is received when your team completes the task pertaining to the genetic engineering of the corn. As you can see from the seed, an arch allows for a drone to drop them off, resulting in more points than if you do so with the robot. Aside from all of the really cool props, there are some other important things to mention. One of my favorites, the autonomous period never ends. Okay, well, maybe that's not exactly the case, but teams will be able to utilize autonomous function on many missions all throughout the 10-minute match, whereas in the past, it was limited to the first minute specifically. In case of successful task completion, awarded points will be doubled. But don't think that the first minute autonomous period is gone. The autonomous period is now quadrupled. I expect to see some crazy points and even crazier autonomous function. The Alliance system is an awesome new update to this year's game, utilizing more collaboration and more strategic play. A video explaining the details of Alliance play and Alliance selection will be released soon. If you are questioning what robot or drone you might need, be sure to check out the RDL kit of parts on the website. In the kit of parts, you will have the DJI RoboMaster EP core that's equipped with a gripper, an arm, and even mecanum wheels that allow it to have side-to-side movement. You will also have this DJI Tello drone equipped with a camera capable to answer STEM questions, map the field, and many other tasks that you might have to complete. Now, we talked about a lot, but what I really hope you got out of this was excitement, because I know the team here at Streamworks is very excited. So, it's time to start brainstorming for the upcoming build season. Let's get to work. For more information, check out the website at robotdroneleague.com. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you soon for Robot Drone League SCARECROW.